Hi, I'm Jim W6LG for Ham Radio Basics. Welcome to my radio room here on Wolf Mountain. The ARRL is crucial to the future of amateur radio. This is really an open letter to the new CEO at the ARRL, Howard Michel, whose call sign is WB2 Italy Tango X-Ray. Howard is the third CEO this year. Howard, you may have started off at the ARRL with a couple of missteps. And to that end, I'm going to raise those issues, and perhaps there's an easy, simple answer. But let me go to the, and I'll put this up on the screen as best I can. The headline is Howard E. Michel WB2ITX is the new ARRL CEO. This is dated, I believe it's in August. And it says the ARRL Board of Directors has elected Howard E. Michel WB2ITX of Dartmouth, Massachusetts, to be the ARRL's new Chief Executive Officer. He will start October 15th. He's currently the Chief Technology Officer at UB Tech, for whatever that is, a $5 billion Shenzhen, China company. I'll skip down to the next paragraph. Quote, I have amateur radio to thank for starting me on a very successful career, and I'm excited about the opportunity to further ARRL's goals as CEO. Leading the league will allow me to give back to a great community and provide similar opportunity to future generations, Michel said. I've been a licensed ham for more than for 50 years and have seen many changes in the hobby. One of my top priorities as CEO will be to develop new products and services so all hams, whatever their licenses or interests, find value in the league. Goes on to say that Michel was first licensed as WN2ITX at about age 16, upgraded to general and advanced with an E-area, earned his amateur extra class in 2000. It says, quote, I've operated CWAM, FM, SSB digital on 8040 2015 10.2 on equipment that I have either built, repaired, or modified. ARRL President Rick Roderick, K5UR, said we're excited to have someone of Howard's qualifications to lead this organization. Note that Rick Roderick said Howard's qualifications. To that end, I started looking around to see who this guy Michel was, and to you, sir, I didn't have a lot of luck. Let me bring up the QRZ page. This was about a month ago on QRZ.com, and I've blanked out the address and other stuff. There were 594 lookups. For someone who's operated contests, I don't understand that. To that end, I looked at other places to see if I could find any reference to your participation in contests or being on the air at all in any way, shape, or form. I couldn't find anything. Here's another quote from you, Howard. It says, in any large membership-led organization such as the ARRL, its members and volunteers are its greatest asset, and a good staffing volunteer relationship is crucial. Okay, we know that. That almost goes without saying. I intend to build on this relationship, multiply and amplify the efforts of the ARRL. That's great to say, but here's my question. I know you hold a ham radio license, but are you really an amateur radio operator? I've looked at a number of places and I haven't found anything in any contest, on any log, anywhere that has your call sign. And others have done that too. There's some discussions on YouTube. Here's one guy that says, I checked reverse beacon for the past 7 years. Not a single spot for WB2ITX. Nothing in ARRL logs received in the past decade. Nothing in CQ magazine, no log of the world. He may be active as he claims, but likely in the distant past. Others have chimed in and said, well, maybe he doesn't call CQ. Maybe you don't. The guy named Peter says, color me skeptical, for the ARRL CEO should be a ham's ham, a proven successful business leader, in that order. And I agree with that. Let's go back to QRZ.com. High profile ham would be Bob Heil. Here we go. Bob has 85,382 lookups. Well known, does a lot of stuff. And I even looked up my QRZ page, and I have 143,805 lookups. 143,000. Howard, you've got 584. Let's go to, I'm going to go online here and go to DXscape, or DXheat.com. And go look at the cluster. Oh, I'm going to search for call sign actually. So let's search for a call sign, WB2ITX. Search. Alright, that wasn't good. Page not found. Let me go back. Let me try my call sign, W6LG. Oops, type it in right. Well, I did it wrong again. I do know my own call sign. And by the way, Howard, I was licensed in 1963. I have not been active in spotting recently. I have roughly 918 times I've been spotted. I have spotted 5,342 times. I think their spotting system doesn't go back forever. It's a relatively new site. In fact, I was spotted today by a guy in France. So Howard, you say you're a contester, DXer, pretty much worked every band. Why can't I find you? So Howard, there's a lot of discussion on the internet about you and whether or not you are an active amateur, as indicated by the ARRL's write-up. That's in quotation marks. Probably said best by Fred Jensen, K6DGW. Fred writes, QRZ DXCC contest results, Reverse Beacon Network, and Skimmer Archives, 3830, Supercheck, Log of the World, each taken alone by itself, probably do not convey a clear picture of an amateur's activity. Fred goes on to write, although I am only moderately active, I have 26,000 lookups on QRZ.com, Log of the World account, and scores and contests, DXCC, etc. Fred continues with, thus, taken together, they probably do paint a picture of a ham's activity level. Fred goes on to write, Howard's picture is pretty faint by these standards. I believe the ARRL CEO should be an active ham across at least several of the multitude of ways to be active in the hobby. Fred writes, and I suspect he does not meet my criterion. And I would agree with what Fred has written. For everyone else, if you've got a comment, a question, a statement, maybe you found something, maybe I've missed something, post that below. If someone posts a question and you know the answer, please go ahead and answer. If you have not subscribed, please do. So I'm Jim W6LG for Ham Radio Basics. Thanks for watching. See you the next time. 73 from Northern California.